The federal government is backing off its deadline to expand eligibility for medically assisted dying after concerns from the provinces. CP24's Jamie Goodfriend joins us live now with all the details on this story. Jamie?
Yeah, they decided to pause this extension of these provisions after a special committee spoke with a number of experts and psychiatrists. That deadline was March 17th. With more reaction to this, I want to bring in Helen Long, the CEO of Dying with Dignity Canada. Thank you so much for joining us, Helen. I'm curious what your reaction is to the government pausing these provisions, and how do you think it's going to impact patients who are suffering from mental illness who are looking to access MAID?
Yeah, I mean, I think this is yet another denial of the rights of those individuals who have been waiting for this sunset clause the second time to move ahead so that they can determine whether they are eligible or not. I think we're concerned about those individuals, but we're also concerned, more broadly speaking, that constitutionally we're not supporting all Canadians, and we're continuing to discriminate against those with a mental disorder.
Part of the response was that the government says the system wants to be ready to implement any of these new provisions, and there was also concerns from psychiatrists in this committee that said it might not be possible to determine whether or not someone who has mental illness can be treated or not. What is your reaction to that, and some of the concerns from critics who are saying, who are hesitant about, giving the thumbs up for someone getting MAID if they have a mental illness but could potentially still be treated?
Yeah, I mean, I think the laws around people who have an irremediable condition, so a condition that they've had for years, they've had many, many different types of treatment, and they've been unable to relieve their suffering. We're talking about a very small number of people. I think in the committee's report, there is in fact a dissenting report that speaks specifically to the fact that MAID should be allowed for individuals with mental disorders. We heard psychiatrists testify in the committee that they were ready. So not every clinician is ready to move ahead with MAID MDS-UMC, but some clinicians are. And I think when the law changed in 2016, not everyone was ready to begin implementing it then. Those who aren't ready don't need to move ahead. Those that are ready should be able to do so.
Your organization has been calling for a clear plan of action by this federal government. What are some of the other recommendations that you would like to see implemented?
Yeah, the other thing we're really interested in is what we call an advance request. So the ability for someone now to write down what they would like to see in the future. There's actually a bill in the Senate, Senator Wallin's bill S-248, that speak to that, specifically for individuals with a capacity diminishing diagnosis like Alzheimer's or dementia. That's certainly the next thing that we would like to see the government turn their attention to. Over 80% of Canadians would support that type of directive.
Helen Long, as CEO with Dying with Dignity Canada, we appreciate your time and perspective on this issue. Thank you.
Thank you.
Lindsay, we'll send it back to you for now.
Okay, Jamie, thanks for that conversation. That's CP24's Jamie Goodfriend.